Hello my creative friend, Olga Sobi here, and welcome to new fluid acrylic painting tutorial. How about some vibrant yellow color? Today I want to create a dancing flow on a multicolor yellow base. I have prepared a few different shades of yellow here. I'm very excited to see how such a vibrant base in the painting is going to turn out, so let's see and let's get right to it. Cheer is a secret message today, and yellow color definitely has this effect. You know, it's very energetic, very positive, very cheerful. So very interesting color to work with. So here I have some Naples yellow, and I'll be naming the colors as I go. And I'm gonna blow out the base, but first I want to just pour some of those colors all over my canvas to create beautiful, diverse yellow color palette. Next here I have golden yellow. So this one is more like orangey. The first one was very pale yellow. This is more orange yellow. This one here is a mix of primary yellow and azo yellow. So it's very bright yellow, but it has a little bit of this warmth of the azo. I really like how this color turned out. I think it's so pretty. And I don't need to cover the whole canvas. This is more than enough paint. By the way, today I'm working on 16 by 20 canvas. So I'm gonna blow it out, and that will allow all the paint to spread out and cover the whole canvas. Finally, I want to add some white, just titanium white. Need to mute it down a little to create more highlights in this painting. Okay, this is looking pretty cool. I'm just gonna tilt it out a little to help those colors level before I blow them out. Okay, this is good. Let's do it. Where's my blow dryer? Oh, and by the way, I always like to, when I have a lot of color, I like to blow from the center out so that there's not much paint puddled in the center, especially if it's a canvas. You know, I think this base looks really beautiful. I love that I added just a pretty significant amount of white, and it created this beautiful highlights, and this orange yellow, gold yellow is a little darker, so there's a lot more depth and movement and dimension in my base. It's not flat. We're off to a good start. So next I want to use black, just Mars black, and here I have some gray which I mixed from black, white, and I added a little bit of pink in it. I don't want to use just black because I think it will look a little too flat. So I think adding a little lighter one will make things better. That is the plan. Let's see if it works out exactly like that. So on my flow to have this nice curvy movement, but I'm gonna try adding my colors also in droplets today instead of just straight lines. So now in between those sections I want to add some of that gray. Oh, this might be a little too much right here, but I think if I don't like how it looks, I can blow it off the canvas. Little pro tip, life hack, poor hack for you guys. How to easily remove extra paint. I mean, that looks pretty interesting already. I want to add some orange, vermilion orange accents. I think that will look very cool in this color palette. And I also like how this color works with black. I think there's something special about these two together. Create very beautiful contrast. It's not that I don't have enough contrast already. It's definitely very contrasting color palette. And of course some gold will be perfect here. I don't add gold directly over black because it will give me not very pretty muddy colored. Gold and black don't mix nicely together, but they work super well together if you manage to not overmix them when you're blowing out or tilting out or doing whatever you're doing. So this is pretty cool. I think I also need a little bit more white in a few sections. Also the same with white, I'm trying not to pour it right on my black, it's rather outside. So now I want to blow out each of these group of petals individually to create beautiful bursts of color over that yellow. Let's do it. I just love when this happens. When I say let's go and it doesn't start. Okay, take two, let's go. Oh, this is beautiful. Top, bellissimo, just beautiful. I love how this orange pops through it, so beautiful. I'm not too sure about this section, but let's work on some details. Let's shape it up. You see that gray here, you can see it a little bit of here. It does add dimension to that black. The black doesn't look so flat. One color that's hugely underused, by me especially, is gray. I don't know, I feel like it's time to change that. I love this color combination. It's so vibrant and, I don't know, just bursting with energy. Do you feel the same way? Let me know. How do you like it so far? I want to finger swipe and really connect these flows all together. I really love the elegance yet very vital power of this pour. There are a couple sections that I'm not sure how I feel about. So this one here, just too much gray and not too much action. And this here, it's not dark enough. That's like the only part of the flow that's very light gray. I don't want to mess it up. I feel like I will leave it and I'm gonna touch it up when it's dry. What about this one though? I don't know, you guys. Despite such a heavy color like black, this flow is very light. Like it has a lot of transparency in fact because I used some of the gray and because I didn't use a lot of the black and I added separate droplets instead of solid line, solid flow, and this way it's quite airy. I like it. Okay, looks awesome. Let's see how it dries now. I cannot be happier with how this one has dried. And you know what? Do not underestimate the power of the yellow color. It is so energetic, so happy. Just look at it. And I'm so glad that all the blowouts, especially with my darker sections, I didn't put them too close to each other, so there is a lot of air, a lot of sort of transparency. Otherwise, I think it would look just too heavy on such a sunny background. So with that said, there are a couple sections that I want to do just some minor touch-ups. So these two. This one, remember I was fixing it a little bit and I still don't like that there is just too much gray here. I don't know, I think I want to add some yellow to increase the feel of transparency inside. And for this one, the opposite. This one is too light, so it doesn't really fit with the rest of the flow, so I want to add a little bit of black in here. So I think I'm going to start with this one. So I prepared my fluid acrylics, the same ones that I used for the pour itself. Okay, I think this is actually good enough. Just a little bit to brighten it up, to actually not brighten it, darken it, and to make some of these outlines more contrasting. And yeah, I think this is looking pretty cool now. Maybe need to blend in just this section here a little more. Now for this one is the opposite. I want to make it lighter. I want to make it more transparent. So we'll need to be adding some yellow inside of it. Okay, I need to let this dry. I might add a couple more layers around it, but I don't want to mess up what I've already done. So just gonna work on a couple of the sections and fix up some of my sides, because my sides look really good, but where the flow goes down the side, it drips, and few of the sections look a little messy. This is looking much better. Let's take a look at this one. And here it is, fully done. I covered it with a thin layer of glossy varnish. And tell me, what do you think about this yellow base? It is definitely very strong color, and I think this black with pops of vermilion orange all throughout worked super amazing with it, because there is lots of contrast in the composition, yet the color palette is not overwhelming and there's not too many colors. And by the way, if you're also going to be using a base or multicolor base with such a strong saturated color, I do not recommend you to use too many colors for your flow, because it can get too colorful and overwhelming. So, little tip for you. Also, my touch-ups worked really well. See, in this section and in this section, and when you are using fluid acrylics for touching up gently, you can make it look super organic and natural. Like, you just wouldn't know that I painted those sections after. Unless you, of course, absolutely knew and saw me doing that, because it looks like it was there from the very beginning. I really hope you have enjoyed this tutorial and really bright, happy, cheerful painting as an outcome. Let me know, I will chat with you in the comments below this video, and if you love this beauty, it is available for purchase on my website. The link is going to be in the description, as well as tons of other useful information. Thank you so much for joining me today. Take care, create with passion, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.